Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. Today we're here with House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode number 4, King of the Narrow Sea. I've really been enjoying revisiting this show. It's getting me really excited for Season 2 of House of the Dragon coming up in a few weeks' time. So, with all that being said, if you guys do enjoy the video, consider hitting the like button, and if you haven't yet, you can click the subscribe button down below. And if you're ready, I'm ready. Grab a drink, and let's get into it.
The walls of Daemon are unscalable battle stones.
Thinking about Daemon.
Well fortified against any future
Got some
Dornish
Tullys there, some
incursions.
Freys,
And
some
though
House
my
Mud.
ship may be
Interesting.
lesser in size,
Tell me, Lord Dondarrion, did you think my great-grandmother is beautiful as they say?
The man is older than my father. It's unseemly for him to put himself forward as a contender for my hand. And now a child.
From one extreme to the other.
Ours is a bond that has long endured. Since Lucas Blackwood, the grandsire of my grandsire, aided the dragon in his war of conquest.
Aye, the Blackwoods truly turned the tide on that one.
Coursed with the blood of the first men, our history is deeply rooted in this land, which your house has made its home. If chosen as your match, princess, your day shall be easy and night safe under my protection.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt. Craven.
Oh.
We're leaving.
Oh. That kid's got some skills, eh?
take cover!
Damon's back. She's happy to see him. He definitely knows how to make an entrance as well. He's wearing a crown in the king's presence.
You wear a crown. Do you also call yourself king?
But I know that there is only one true king, Your Grace.
Who holds the stepstones?
The tides, the crabs, and 2,000 dead Triarchy corsairs staked to the sand to warn those who might follow.
Daemon really knows how to make a statement. Otto really doesn't like that Daemon has returned to court. Makes it harder for him to control the king, I guess.
No. I will not revisit this debate. You were always Mother's favorite.
Perhaps Prince Daemon would care for a tour of the gallery. He hasn't yet seen the new tapestries gifted to you by Norbus and Quahor.
Would you like to see the tapestry?
I really like seeing their brotherly bond.
I'd like to see them.
Oh, well, then you should not deprive yourself.
I shall enjoy them alone.
More wine.
Yeah, the king's not happy that she cut her tour short. He really wants her to get married. Or at least pick somebody.
It is rare for girls in this realm to get a choice between two suitors, no less two score of them.
Those men and boys don't fawn over me. They only want my name and my Valyrian blood for their offspring.
I think it's rather romantic.
How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out to heirs.
Yeah, she knows how that feels, because that's her life.
But I am glad you are home. I find I have few friends lately. I like to believe I'm still the Lady Alicent, but all anyone sees when they look at me now is the Queen.
I've missed you too.
It's really nice to see that their friendship is all good again.
The attention I can endure, it's the rest I could do without. My father seems content to sell me off to whichever lord has the biggest castle.
There are worse things to be sold for.
That is very true. Definitely worse things out there.
The stepstones were meant to be one for the realm, but over the past few days, it seems we have traded a crab feeder for a sea snake.
This is clearly a rebuke for passing over Lady Lena for Queen Alicent.
Lord Corlys is said to have engaged in negotiations with the Sea Lord of Bravos. He plans to wed his daughter Lena to the Sea Lord's son.
Ah.
We would have to seek our own marriage pact.
Corlys forcing the king's hand. Note from Daemon. Imagine if you found a secret tunnel or passage just leading into your room. Like, damn, what else don't I know?
Where are we going?
Night on the town.
He called me boy.
The first time seeing what it's like being a normal person.
He has two things Rhaenyra cannot. A conqueror's name and a cock.
Yeah, just if you will. But many of the small folk are like to believe that as a male, Aegon should be the heir.
Their wants are of no consequence.
They're of great consequence if you expect to rule them one day.
Yeah, you need the support of the small folk if you want to rule. Especially if you want to rule well and easy. What's Daemon doing? I always find it hard to figure out what Daemon's actually thinking. They're all recognizing her. And him, probably. Can't go through with it. I wonder what changed his mind.
Daemon?
Yeah. Someone's always watching you when you're in King's Landing. He's like, wait, what? I thought you were in the room. Well, this is definitely not going to be an accident. With all the armor that you have to take off, like, you can't be like, it was a spur of the moment decision, you know? See, with all this armor that you're taking off, I feel like you have so much time to reconsider what you're doing. So if you still go through with it, it's a choice. And he's breaking his vow. So I feel like if you could break your vow that easily, did it really mean that much to you in the first place? I think he doesn't really want to tell the king what he knows, but he's also thinking, how can I use this to my own advantage? So I think he does actually care about the king.
The princess was spied last evening. She was carrying on with her uncle. They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden. Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together. bowels of a pleasure den.
This is a lie. You're so sick with ambition that you would have my daughter stalked, spied upon.
I have no such intent, Your Grace.
You think yourself a cunning man? Do you wish to have your blood on the Iron Throne so badly that you are willing to destroy mine own? Leave me. Once.
The one time Otto is telling the truth. But I guess the king, I feel like the king would have believed him if he hadn't been pulling so many strings behind the scenes and trying to advance his own family's position.
Princess, I have a message from the Queen.
It's interesting. She's not wearing Daemon's necklace anymore. Every time they become friends again, something seems to happen that splits them apart.
My father has made some worrying allegations about you.
Good answer.
That you fucked Daemon in a pleasure house.
Is a vile accusation. I am the princess. To question my virtue is an act of treason. We drank in a tavern. And then Daemon sank into his cups and abandoned me for some whore. I regret it.
Every time they get good,
The king demands an audience, my friend.
Daemon is not having a good morning at all.
What does it matter, brother? When we were Rhaenyra's age, we fucked our way through most of the brothels on the Street of Silk.
We were young men. She is just a girl.
Yeah. And there's different standards.
You have ruined her. What lord will wed her now in this condition?
Wed her to me. When I offered up my crown, you said I could have anything. I want Rhaenyra. I take her as she is and wed her in the tradition of our house.
That's what he wants. Wants the crown.
Strive to restore whatever scrap of honor remains in you. Or don't. Matters not to me. As long as you are gone from my side for good.
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
You believe he lied?
How often does he speak the pure truth? She swore to me that she remains a maiden. And I believe her.
But she's not. She may have not slept with Daemon, but she did sleep with Sir Kristen Cole, so...
Were I born a man, I could bear Tim if I wanted.
You're right. But you were born a woman. Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Selene of Valarian. And you will do so without protest.
I don't know why he wasn't the first choice. He's a Valerian, meaning he's got Valerian blood. He's a dragon rider. Like, he ticks all the boxes. And usually when a Targaryen doesn't have another Targaryen to marry, they marry a Valerian. So...
I will do my duty as heir and wed Selene. But you must first do yours as king.
She's right. Has too much incentive to position his own family ahead of the crown's
5
needs.
days. How long did it take you to choose yourself over your king?
A loyal hand must tell his king a discomforting truth from time to time, Your Grace. If he doesn't, he's failed as a servant.
But I can no longer trust your judgment.
He was telling the truth, but he's also been making so many moves behind the scenes to advance his grandson as heir. It only makes sense, you know.
I took great care in its preparation.
Tea?
I'm sorry, what is that?
A tea, Princess. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
The thing is, if she drinks it, right, then she's pretty much saying, I've slept with somebody. But if she doesn't drink it, she might be pregnant. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's another episode of House of the Dragon. I really did enjoy this episode. Um, I do think that Otto would have made a good hand had it not been for him getting his daughter involved with the king. Um, I feel like as soon as his daughter got involved with the king, it compromised his position as hand, um, especially when she had kids. He was always going to want his grandchildren to succeed and be placed on the throne for his own family. So, yeah, I think he would have made a good hand had he not pursued putting Alicent on the throne. But of course he did, and I think that definitely compromised his judgment. Um, Also, I think Laenor is the perfect choice for Rhaenyra, just in that that he is a dragon rider as well as her, of course, but also that he is Valyrian, so he's got blood. Um, he is technically part Targaryen on his mother's side. He is a dragon rider. Um, it just makes a lot of sense for him to be kind of the ideal suitor for her. And also, like I said in the video, when Targaryens can't marry either a cousin or sibling, they tend to marry into the Valyrian family because of their Valyrian blood. So I found it strange that neither Rhaenys, Rhaenyra or the King Viserys didn't decide to kind of go that way straight away, or that wasn't the first option. Also, he wouldn't be after her Valyrian blood or any of that because he's got all of that from his mother already. So if they were to make a match there, like all of her fears would be satisfied. But yeah, I definitely thought that he was the better choice. I like that we got to see the Brackens and Blackhavens in the beginning of the episode as well. I really enjoyed that scene, just because I know that the feud between those two families has been going on for decades, and it actually carries on straight through into the current Game of Thrones, world that we get to see. Yeah, and a fun fact actually is from those two families, they both end up with Targaryen bastards, and they are responsible for the Blackfire Rebellion, the two bastards from each of those houses. Um, we've actually met one of them, and that is Bloodraven, the three-eyed raven. So yeah, he's actually a Targaryen bastard from House Blackhaven. But yeah, so I really did like that little Easter egg that we got in there. I'm loving the references to all the old characters that came before. King Jaehaerys, Maegor. I really hope we get to see some of their storylines actually take place in a series. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, I really did enjoy this video. I hope you guys did too. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the episode. And if you did like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.